Virgo, welcome to your Astroflower reading for August 2023. I've done the collective reading. I've called it Own It in August. And I've asked people to suggest what they think. Contribute to the discussion that we're having here on the Astroflower family. Welcome to the family. I hope you have a lovely reading, and I do appreciate your support that you give to this channel. Overall energies here. You got the page, you got the knight. No, hang on, it's not page, it's not knight, it's the ace of Pentacles here. The starting of something new. So happy birthday, by the way, to every Virgo that's going to be having their birthday at the end of this month. And this is all about that new start. It's a physical new start as well. So it is to do with that cycle that's coming up through you, starting and embarking on a new journey for the new year. And this is where your 2023 really starts. And it starts with a lot of luck. It starts with a lot of opportunities that are coming your way, golden nuggets that you can apply within your life. And this is the overall energy, so it could be on your relationship side as much as it could be on your financial side. I'm getting a real sort of crossover between the two. It's as if like your relationship side is influencing your financial side, or your financial side is influencing your relationship side. It could be that you're connected with someone with your work and stuff like that. That could well be it. But overall energy here, there's a lot of luck in there. A lot of things that are sort of like being sort of brought to you. And I think you're bringing it forward as well, because you are engaging in that new cycle. In the karmic mission on your relationship side, you have temperance, patience. Mulling things over. Yes, that could be true, because in the first 2 weeks before your, even the third week really, as we go from the 14th to the 21st, you're still mulling things over. You're in that last month before your birthday season, and as you mull things over, you're working out what was good for you in the past year, what was bad, what didn't work for you in the past year, and what you want to work in the future, what new things you want to do. There's loads of things that you could be doing here. And I think it is a case of just observing, understanding how it all sort of sits with you, quantifying, a lot of things about life, being honest with yourself, I think is really important. So that seems to be the karmic message for you there at the moment. Let's just see what the first week is. First week is marriage, is it? Is it okay? So for some of you, it could be the desire to be married, to enter into a relationship, unification with you and another person. With some of you, it could be the fact that that's happening at the moment, and now it's you're deciding of how I want to take this relationship even further. But it seems like a very beautiful energy in the first week of sort of kind of going, yes, I like the position I'm in. I've cultivated this position and with this person. Or I'm creating a situation where I can open up to someone. But whatever it is, it's bringing in line with you, and it's your plan for life, what you so desire out of life, and how it fits with that other person within your life. And it could be a case of renewing your vows with the person you're with at the moment, or rediscovering a new depth with the person that is with you at the moment. But whatever it is unifying your plan for life with the plan, dovetailing it with another person that is around you. In the second week, you get the Ten of Wands. I think this is really, it's coming to a climax here of how you're sort of saying to yourself, what was the last year like? What is the future year like? Realizing you're carrying a lot at this week here. It could be a week where it's a little bit, you're a little bit in solitary mode, hermit mode in a way. And, just realizing what you want to get rid of and what you don't want to get rid of. And making sure that you're not trying to do too much for everybody else. Making sure that you're okay as well. So that could be carrying a little bit too much. And then we get the Page of Pentacles. I said it earlier on, the Page and the Knight of Pentacles. It's obviously coming out. That's in this week here. So you're forging this new journey. And it seems to be built out of there, out of that Four of Wands. You're forging a new journey for you going forward. And this is going to bring you a lot of physical connection with other people at the moment. And it seems to be a case for all earth signs. doing activities, having barbecues and everything like that, really enjoying the connection that you can have with other people, exploring that and seeing how you can plant that seed which you have in the overall energy within your relationship to see how it grows in the future. So it's a case of planting seeds for the longer term plan for the coming year. And I think this is where you start to get actively involved in that in the 3rd week. And then in the 4th week, you get the 8 of Pentacles. Nothing but Pentacles and Wands here. A lot of passionate energy, but then there's a lot of Earth energy, which is you, Virgo. You are 100% Earth energy. And this is almost as if like, okay, the new year is here. I'm now going to start actively engaging and working towards the ultimate nurturing those relationships that are around me and to create a situation which is good for me, but good for the people that are around you as well and the people that you are connected with. That there's a beautiful, fair exchange, but good quality work from your side. Looks really nice, really beautiful, Virgo. Let's just have a look what's going on your material side. So this is to do with your job, your business and your projects. What's going on the karmic message there? You get the 6 of Cups. This is also a reflection card about the past. I think you realise what you, in the past, any mistakes you might have made within your job, your business and what have you, and how you can take it forward. And this is, I like this card because it's, it's like an older generation which is advising the younger generation and passing on those beautiful flowers, the results and the possibilities. And it's as if like, I think it's starting earlier than on your relationship side. It's probably starting in week 2. But here is like an engagement, and it's almost as I feel like you're almost doing this contract with yourself and sort of saying, I want to bring the happiness of the past that I've enjoyed and bring it into my life, into the future. And those are the things I want to keep with me going forward. Let's just have a look what's going on, how the universe is influencing you. In this first, oh no, it's not the universe, it is the first week. The 10 of Pentacles. You have all these resources, so it's actually starting even earlier. It could even be starting in the first week of August. I think it's more in the first week of August. I think you realise that actually you have got a lot of skill sets that the world probably desires, therefore gives you value. So if you're looking for a job, it's realising the abundance you have. Focusing on your strengths rather than on your weaknesses in this first week. And I think this is as you go forward on your projects for this coming year, you're going to realise that, yes, actually, I do this really well. I cook really well. Therefore, the restaurant I'm going to set up should be good. I should be able to produce some really good stuff. And in that first week, it's that realisation there within your spirit. It kind of goes, yes, I've got everything I need and I can go ahead. Let's have a look at week 2. Week 2 is a bit of a tower moment. I'm trying to see if there's something bad that comes off it and something good that comes off it. And just trying to see how it fits. Because the tower is good and bad. It makes, you destruct a tower in order to create space, in order to build something new. It's also getting rid of old belief systems as well, an old hierarchy as well, which you can start afresh. And that's what I'm getting here more than anything else. The tower moment is the moment of kind of launching into that project, going after that job or that promotion, starting that business. And it's a good week there to really start getting that moving. And it does create a bit of a tower moment within your life. If you start a business, that time you start a business will affect you for a long time in the future, and hopefully in a very good way. It looks like it's going to be in a very good way. It could be the fact that, for some of you, it could be a fact that you lose your job. That the company that you're working for goes bust, or your company goes bust. But yes, I understand, because I have gone bust myself in the past as a young man, and I have lost jobs as well, and we've all been there, but it's not the end of the world. That's the beauty of it all. And the other thing is when that happens, all of a sudden you've got loads of possibilities. You can do exactly what you'd want from there on in. So whatever it is, I think it's a good start for you in that second week, as I said. How does that sort of progress on? Emperor. I think that tower moment is much more of a start of something new more than anything else, and it's a real catalyst moment which propels you into really stepping into your power, owning your situation, owning your career path, owning your business, owning your projects, and really sort of being the master of your ship, the captain of your ship, really sort of saying, okay, and it's in the physical world here, so it's very much within the material world, owning it in the third week and really getting on. And this is where we're leading up to your birthday. And then you get the Seven of Swords. Obviously, within business, within projects, within career paths, you have to play smart. And sometimes diffusing a situation before it happens is much better than, going in and having a fight and winning the fight. Sometimes it's better to diffuse it. And I think playing smart as you launch from this tower moment is really important going forward. It's going to bring you some good success in sort of like September, October, November. It looks I feel it looks good for you, but you do have to play smart. In the material world, it is about playing smart. It doesn't necessarily sort of like playing smart, sort of saying, I'm going to win at no matter what costs and sort of at other people's detriment. That is not necessarily playing smart, because that could come and bite you on the backside in the future. Okay, thank you. We're going to do some clarification with the Light Seers cards. I'd just like to say thank you for the support that you give this channel. You can do that through all of the YouTube mediums of how you see fit to support this channel. There's also links in the description below where you can get private readings, healing sessions, buy me a cup of coffee. There is also an email down there. Now, I'm going to be doing workshops on energy, which I've been doing for 20 years. I'm an energy healer. That's what I do, and I've been doing loads of it over the last 30 years. I've taught a lot of people. So I'm going to be doing energy workshops in the UK in September, October, in the US in October, November, and looking also to do in Australia. So there's an email down there. If you just pop an email to me, if you're interested in that sort of thing, just tell me where you live in the world, and I will be able to respond to you according to, where your local workshop is going to be. Weekend workshop, it's going to be brilliant. They're absolutely great fun. I've done it for hundreds of people, and I think you will benefit a lot out of it. I know it's a great weekend. Anyway, let's get on with your reading, shall we? So with the Ace of Pentacles, you get the Four of Cups. I would be wary of getting into a position of judgment of the past, getting into a judgment of other people, because it's going to distract you from your goals. It's going to distract you from your goals of developing that lovely relationship as well. It's going to distract you from your goals of, of getting the results out of your business. So I would, recognise that maybe if you've been hard done by in a certain situation, recognising that, and then just kind of start saying, in that case, I'm going to play smart. I'm not going to be like that in the future. On your material side, on your relationship side, it's very simple. It's not complicated. You just don't have to have those people in your life. Just invest in the relationships that are good for you. With the Temperance card, yeah, there is some decisions need to be made, and I think that ties in with the Ten of Wands, sorry. And I think this is something that you need to mull over and make a decision about. And once you make that decision, I think I have a funny feeling you'll make that decision in the third week of August. When you make that decision, you can really then just start heading off in the direction which is good for you. With the Four of Wands, that unification or marriage card, you get the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, nurturing this. And this is what I'm saying about exploring it, seeing how you want to take it on further. And I think that ties in as well to the Ten of Wands card. And the moment you make that decision, you're going to be heading off in the direction that's good for you. But it is nurturing your alliances with people that are around you, within your relationships. I think it's really important taking the time just to ask how they are. That's as much as you probably need to do. Let's just see what's going on with the Ten of Wands. You get the Five of Swords this time. You've got the Seven of Swords up there. if you're carrying too much, it may make you a little bit irritated about some people in life, and I think that's what the Four of Cups is all about. But here is sort of saying to you, sometimes they may irritate you, and yes, you may well be right, but at the same time, is it worth, is that confrontation worth the victory? Probably not. And you'll be carrying even more, because when you get that victorious moment, you'll kind of probably sit there and kind of go, oh, look, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to be like that, sorry. Even if you were right, and I would just kind of like avoid any confrontation that's really not beneficial to you. Let's just see what's going on with this Page of Pentacles. You get a leap of faith. This is that start of that journey. It's engaging, following your heart's desires, opening up that pathway, which is connecting with people in a very physical way through activities and so forth. I think that's really good for you. I think that's really good for the people that are around you, and you're gonna get this feedback loop that the better you treat yourself and the better you explore life, the more that you're gonna get coming back from other people that are around you. With the Eight of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Swords. I think here's, once you start doing on this work and start actually sort of progressing on that path of that Page of Pentacles, you realise how much you've actually been carrying. And when you're working on these relationships, you kind of think, hey, do you know what? I've done so much in the past for everybody else and not done anything for me. And now I'm working on my path, I notice it even more. And this is going to help you to streamline a lot of things to go forward, within your relationships, and make your relationships a lot tighter, a lot more connected, a lot more genuine with people that are around you. On your material side, in your karmic message, Six of Cups here are talking about sort of like, your old self bringing in that beautiful flowers to you and your new year. It's going to bring you in healing, and I think this healing comes through that Tower moment. Actually, sometimes it's like you've got a thorn in your fingers, and you may need to take a knife to cut that thorn out. That's a bit like, it's going to cause you pain, but it's better out than in. And I think that's what that Tower moment is about. It's something along those sort of lines. With the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Five of Wands. This is learning about conflict as well. It's learning to be the best example of yourself. The moment you do that, you're going to realise, and striving to be the best example of yourself. And the way in which we do that is to play to our strengths, play to our abundance. And I think the world around you is going to recognise that abundance within you. With that Tower moment, this is going to be interesting. What is it? Moon. Something that comes in that you don't quite see, that may sort of create this Tower moment. I almost feel like you're blindsided. But the funny thing is on your relationship side, look what you got on your relationship side, and now look what you've got on your material side. It's a tricky week this week, and sometimes it's sort of like, if you're starting a business, I think it's a good idea, but you're not going to know how that business is going to turn out until you start actually doing it. And I think this is like sort of saying to you, once you have that Tower moment, the moon will then shine, so then you can see what has been unclear or unseen to you in the past. In the Emperor card, you get the Nine of Wands. Owning your boundaries, owning those healthy boundaries to sort of say, I'm not going to accept that because I'm worth more than that. And I think that's the attitude that you've got to take forward. And that's going to be one of those healthy boundaries of knowing your abundance, knowing your strengths is going to bring forth a lot of sort of good quality and respectful positions within your life, because you're respecting yourself a lot more. With the Seven of Swords, playing smart to get after your dreams and aspirations. If you want that job, or if you want that promotion, if you want your business to work, you've got to strive to that goal. And that's where you've got to play smart. Knowing how to put your energy into something, knowing how to put your physical force, your mental agility into something to get the best out of it. There you go, Virgo. Looks like you're going to have a really nice month. A little bit bumpy, but then that's the start of any cycle. And I think it's going to provide for you a really beautiful future. A future that you will have control over by the looks of things. A good control over. As I said, we've done the monthly readings. You'll see that, the collective monthly reading, you'll see that floating around my head at some point. I think it'll be over here. And don't forget, you've got your weeklies out as well. Thank you very much for the support for this channel. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.